Hi guys, welcome to the Bass Evening Series. For those of you that aren't new and follow, you'll know this is just a short, sweet videos toward the end of days when I don't get to fish all day. I come out in the evenings, I spend a couple of hours and take you guys along with me. First and foremost today, I'm giving a shout out to my granddaughter Cadence. She requested that I give her a shout out on my video. So, Cadence, thank you so much for watching. I love you and I appreciate the encouragement. Now, let's go find us a fish. I'm starting out on points, and right now I'm sitting in almost 40 feet of water. I'm going to slowly work my way up and see if I can figure out what depth they are. We're chasing the shade. It's hot as blazes on the other side of the lake. We're on the cool side of the lake. It's actually comfortable. It's probably 30 degrees hotter over on the other side. You guys hang out with me. We're going to go put a fish in a boat. Fingers crossed. Let's go get them. All right, guys, we're sitting in 32 feet of water. And I know when I throw up there, I'm going to be a lot shallower. So I'm going to try to slow my boat right here. Get it to stop the drift forward, and we're going to start out kind of deep. I'm sitting in 30 feet. I know I'm not casting where I'm casting is not going to be 30 feet out here. It's probably going to be in the mid 20s. We're going to see how long it takes to get to the bottom. It's down. That's probably mid 20s right there. It's going to be 20 plus anyway. So we're going to check. We haven't rolled up on this point. I really haven't looked at it with my electronics or anything. I'm just testing. And this is what you do when you're old school fishing. If you don't have electronics, you just pull up and you cast and you make some casts and see if you get a bite. And that is as old school as it gets. We're just seeing if there's anything out here this deep. Not going to work these casts a really long time. I want to cover as many places as I can. So I'm going to put it a few different places. We've drifted in just a little bit as I did that cast. We're showing 25 feet deep. So I know we're shallower than that up here ahead of us. This time of the year, we should begin to pick fish up out here on these points. We're still going to have some shallow. This water is 91 degrees. That's not terrible. That's surface temp, so it's not terrible. They could be all the way up on the bank, and at times they still will be. But there should be some grouped up out here on these points that we can catch as well if we can just find them. Just a bite. That's all we're looking for, just a bite. I'm just barely shaking this little drop shot worm. It's a little 4-inch worm. It's not intimidating, so big fish, little fish both will eat it. We just got to put it in front of them. And we're going to change our angle just a little bit, and we're going to kind of cross this point. And if there is a strike zone on the slope, we'll stay in it just a little bit longer. And if we don't get bit a couple of shots this way, then we're going to parallel and go down the bank and look for some active fish. All right, nothing out here on the deeper side of this point, so we are going shallow. 15 feet or less, parallel toward the bank. Put one up close to the bank. There's a little patch of grass. Maybe that grass runs on out this way just a little bit. We'll see. I don't feel any grass or fish. Keep grinding. go, guys. Oh, oh, man. That ain't what we wanted. But we did get a bite. Oh, calm down. I will put you back. I promise. Promise I'll put you back. Easy. Easy. That's not what we're after. But we got a bite. We did not skunk. So, let us, he slung my worm off. Let's see if it's salvageable. Pop it back through. Put it back out there. Well, that one was a lot shallower than I'd been fishing. Don't know if that's a sign. That's not what we want to catch. We don't want a bunch of those, but hey, it was a bass. It was the target species. Now maybe he's got a friend that's a little bigger. We'll see. There's a bite, boys. Got him. He's gonna be a little bigger. Not much, but a little. Oh, easy with your bad self. Man, he does not want me to get the old hook out. Just trying to put you back where you go. Man. I got him with that tiny little hook. Well, guys, I just took about 90 still pictures of me holding up that little bass. I didn't check my camera before I clicked the button, and it was on photo, so it rattled off a bunch of pictures. What I was going to tell you was the bass seemed to be a lot shallower than where I first started. Started in 40 feet of water and worked my way all the way up to about 8 feet of water, throwing parallel before I could get bit. Big change. I mean, normally we think of bass being super deep in the summer when it's hot. The water's still 91 degrees. It has cooled down about 3 degrees since I've been here. It's 91.4. It was 91.7. It's dropping as that sun's going away. We don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna work this bank, see if we can get another one, and see if my theory's right. And if it's so, we should get another fish or two down this one bank. Hang out. I think I got my camera straightened out now and not taking a billion still pictures. Rookie. Alright, we're gonna make a move right down here to this far point. It's getting dark on us. We are running out of daylight or sunshine. We didn't have long, but hey, we have not skunked. Not skunking is a good thing. We're gonna ease down here, see if we can grab one right quick, and then we're gonna run back up on the other side closer to the ramp and hit that a few times before we leave. Y'all cross your fingers. Let's put a bigger one in the boat. All right, let's get it. I think that's a bite, guys. It was. It was another baby. Another baby. We're catching the babies today. Man, he eat up my little worm. Man, I'm catching these aquarium fish. That little feller put water all over my legs. It's on my glasses. I ain't got time to get it off. Running out of daylight. There's a bite. Oh no. I guess I was a little trigger happy. That was a bite. I thought this point might have a fish or two on it. Hopefully they're not all 6 inches. All right, we're back up there shallow again. See if that makes a difference. Oh man, I thought I had a bite. It was. And away went my worm. God, I got him another one. Not even gonna put thump gel on it. I'm in too big a hurry. I think there's fish here. Alright, I didn't get bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my thump gel. I know it helps. Because if they do bite it, they hang on to it. And that's what you want. Couple more casts and we're gonna scoot back the other way. There's a bite and a miss. Oh, I think my timing's off a little bit. At least I found some fish. Right under that tree hanging out. Gotta be some brim under there, and if there's brim under there, you would assume there'd be some bass hanging around ready to eat a brim. Let's just find out. Maybe not. All right, gotta make a run. All right, guys, this is gonna probably be our last spot, unless I get up to the ramp and it's full. This has been good this summer, so we're gonna make a few casts, and try not to get hung up in some pipes. I know they're there. I gotta let this little bait pendulum back toward the boat. Let it fall, kind of flutter. We hit on a pipe right there. Well, that was a good shot right there. That ought to swing right on by a fish's head. No, 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 no. Boy, I screwed that up. Sure did. Man, that could have been so much worse than it was. I thought that one was done. Well, guys, I think that's gonna wind it up. Don't look like we're gonna get that big one to go home with on this trip, but hey, we got out here in the evening when we only had an hour and a half to fish. We put some fish in the boat. No monsters this time, but we got them in the boat anyway. We figured out we could catch a few shallow. If I wanted to stay after dark, I probably could catch a bunch more shallow, but I got to work tomorrow. I think I'm gonna call it and head on into the house. Last cast. If I get one, I'll let you know. If not, you guys stay safe out on the water, and I will see you next time. I'm out of here.